Make sure to check out G2A. They have really cheap PC games, Xbox Live codes, and a whole bunch more. Link in the description below. Alright, so let's talk about Zombie Chronicles for Black Ops 3. More specifically, this is a little bit of a zombie theories video because we need to discuss this. We're getting 8 remastered maps, but we don't know whether it's going to be a new story, new Easter eggs, whether it's just going to be basically a remastered of the map. Maybe it's the same character quotes, the same everything. Maybe there's no new dialogue, maybe there's no new Easter egg, maybe it's all the same, and maybe it's just that, because I know when we first got the Giant, which is why we have some gameplay of here in the background, we got a new kind of storyline, we got new ciphers, we got new hints and teasers for future maps because it was directly in line with that. And if we do get a Mob of the Dead remaster, I'm assuming we're also going to get like new lines, new ciphers, stuff like that, just because we know that the crew went out of their way in order to go into Mob of the Dead to get some vials of blood from our characters, which we still don't know. They were supposed to protect us from the Shadow Man and also from Dr. Monty. So it's going to be a tough situation. I mean, with Mob of the Dead, I would assume, yes, we do have a new storyline, some new quotes, just because if we do get a Mob of the Dead remaster, I'm assuming we need to get that new audio, and we know that that old crew, or that new crew, technically the younger versions of themselves, are going to be the ones that go into Mob of the Dead. Now, with that said, we don't know if the other remastered maps that we're going to get with this, which has been completely confirmed. Check out yesterday's video if you guys missed it. ESRB, the rating bureau for video games, posted about Black Ops 3 Zombie Chronicles, gave it a mature rating, and then lo and behold, a few hours later it got taken down, probably because they accidentally released it a little bit too early. But now that we have that confirmation out of the way, we don't know if we're even going to have the young crew or what crew is going to be on these maps, whether it is a straight up older crew from the storyline we have at World at War, you know, if we go to Ascension, if we go to Moon, maybe it's just going to be that older crew, or maybe we're going to have the newer crew going over there. We don't know. We don't know what this could take or what path or what direction. They could just simply be remastered maps, like HD versions, maybe like we got with Black Ops 1 where they remastered maps. Like, I don't know, it could just be that, or it could be new storylines, it could be new ciphers, it could be new Easter eggs. There's a lot of vagueness with this because I think we kind of got accustomed to the idea of having these new maps with new ciphers and information of the storyline because we had the Giant. And now we don't know if it's going to be like this for the other maps. We don't know if we're going to have a new storyline and stuff like that. Maybe this is going to be completely different. But if I had to take a guess, I would assume that we're going to have the newer crew on these maps with some small bits of information. Not a lot. I would assume it's just them going into these locations and their reaction to it. But again, it could just be the older crew. It could just be a simple plain remaster with no new Easter eggs, quotes, ciphers, or any of that. What would you guys like to see? Leave it in the comments section below. Tell me what you guys would like to see from these 8 remastered maps. Do you want to see the old crew on there, the new crew, just a simple remaster? Do you want new Easter eggs, ciphers, and storyline information? What do you guys want to see from this? Because if we do get new stuff for all of these maps, it's going to be so much fun to stream this and try to find new Easter egg steps. But it could just be a simple remaster, and if they do that, that's still going to be kind of cool, but not really as cool as having new stuff on these maps. So we will definitely see. We do know that from the description of the Black Ops 3 Zombie Chronicles that all the maps will support Gobblegum, so we'll have to see what exactly this means in the storyline, because we do know Dr. Monty was the reason behind the mystery box and all these other things, which I need to make updated zombie theory videos on, because before we were saying that it was Richtofen, but really it was Dr. Monty with like his influence in the background. So I don't know, Black Ops 3 just went off into like this weird tangent and just like screwed everything up, and now we're gonna have Gobblegums on these new maps, so we'll definitely see what exactly that means. But if I had to take a bet, if I had to make a theory right now as to what we're gonna see on this DLC 5, I would assume that we're going to see them going through these other maps as they made their way to Rayz, as they made their way to OGXRAYZ, because I feel like they needed to do that. I don't think we're going to get just a simple remaster. I think we're going to get new bits of information, the same audio quotes, the same radio messages that we've seen similar to the Giant, where they still had the same radio messages, but also new stuff as well hidden here and there, because I think that Treyarch just does that. I don't think they're going to do a simple remaster. I don't think that's the Treyarch way of working anymore. So we'll see. I think it's going to be the crew going through these maps as they progress through Black Ops 3, and not something new, because I think they're working already on what they want to do with World at War 2 or Black Ops 4 or whatever they decide to do with the zombie storyline. I feel they already have a really good idea of what they want to do with that, and our characters went back to their Templar versions at the end of Black Ops 3. Are they going to continue from there? Are they going to go somewhere else? We don't know, so we'll definitely see. but I definitely think that these remastered maps will be set as they're traveling through the Black Ops 3 zombie maps, like in between the maps, in between the DLC maps. So we'll definitely see. But I wanted to talk about this because there's really no information out there, and I don't think we even thought about, well, what crew's gonna be there? Will it just be a remaster? Will it be new audios? Will it be new ciphers and Easter egg steps? Who knows? It could just be simple remasters, or we could get different crews. What if we play on Ascension and we're playing as Dr. Gersh, or maybe we're playing as Brock on Shangri-La? We don't know. You know, it could go in any direction where we get more information on these characters, more storyline, or it could be simple remasters, and I think we have not discussed that, and it'd be pretty good if we did discuss that. So, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen with DLC 5 Zombie Chronicles. Leave some comments down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and the discussion. If you did, drop a like on the video. It does help out. Make sure you guys subscribe if you are new and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single upload in the future here. If we get more DLC 5 and DLC 6, if that's what it is, we don't know. It's 8 maps. It could be 4 and 4 in 2 different map packs. I don't know. But if we do get more information on Zombie Chronicles, you guys know that I will be covering it here on the channel. So make sure you guys are dropping likes to support the videos. Make sure you guys are subscribing and turning on notifications so you don't miss any uploads in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. Follow me on Twitter, best place to talk, first place I talk about any new information. And check out my gaming channel as well if you guys want to. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.